Good to have you back on our PGA Tour coverage right here on 2K Sports. We're picking up the action at the 16th hole. Let's get going. Didn't that look good for a long time? That's a touch of class.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Checking the scoreboard now. This player is currently sitting in a tie for the lead with Tiger Woods. Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Now over to Colin Morikawa. Oh, yeah. What a shot that was. That'll help make a big move. Second shot here on the 17th hole. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in two there.
Putting for a birdie with big wings. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Well, there's some real momentum with this player, coming off an eagle at the last. Wow, that was just striped. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 155.
Opting for the 9-iron. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
This putt for him to win the event. That's pretty tidy. And that's going to do it. Holds the putt for victory. Well played.
Just continually impresses week in and week out. So good. Every single part of this player's game is spot on at the moment.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Well, it's certainly a great opportunity for this player to bounce back in this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
This one's online. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
He's in a share of 7th place. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
Well, that's a handy shot. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Nicely done. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Not a bad line, this. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Currently a couple under for the round. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right.
Oh, he's trying to silence the young buck, Will Zalatoris, with that one. Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff.
Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? And back to the play, shall we? This one's for birdie.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And that's for birdie. Well holed.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Currently at -3 for the event. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in two. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Going with the 8-iron here. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
And a par putt awaits him.
Looking good.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
This player is putting for fun.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
How good was that bunker shot? Sitting at 3 under par.
They currently share the lead in this one.
Going with the pitching wedge here. This one needs to kick left. Not a bad play, that one. 13 feet to the hole.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Well struck.
All guns blazing here. They've got full attack mode on.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Well, Rich, that's on the surface, but it's in 3-putt territory. It's so far away. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Ooh, nice line. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And that will take him to 5 under.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do that?
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
That's tidy. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance. And a chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
Looking better.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 6 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Oh, so close. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par here.
Good putt, that. Now 2 shots up after that one. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Not bad. Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on, because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them. Pretty good shot there.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Got to admire that talent. Just green after green in regulation.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
That's tracking. Wonderful shot.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He sits in first position. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Getting ready to play their third.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This putt coming up is for birdie. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
That's a pretty handy shot.
And he's hit that inside the range.
13 feet to the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Ooh, right by the hole. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Nice stroke. Solid par putt, that. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Nicely done. Sitting at 9 under par, currently in the lead. Quality shot, that one.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? A 7-footer right here.
Little birdie look in here. These are on rails, looking good.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
Still in the lead now after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Second shot here on the 14th hole. That's not going to find the fairway. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here.
A par putt awaits.
And there it is.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Good looking shot this. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Oh, that was pure. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
This really looks good.
A bit too much pace on that one.
4 feet to the cup.
On a nice line.
The putt drops and now 10 under, heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Starting to look really good.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way.
Why not take another look at that effort?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's return to live play now. Leading by 5 shots after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Oh, good look at birdie here.
That will drop, and he will extend the lead.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Birdied their last hole.
Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Oh, they look like they're taking this on in 2.
The equation's pretty simple. Chip this in and win the tournament. How close was that to going down? All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.